really bright. I need to do this. Hey y'all, so here is our official first full garden tour of the season. I've been showing you bits and pieces and what we're doing, but I decided that I need to go ahead and do an actual tour and show you around and show you what we have going on. Here I have my yarrow in buckets because I think it needed some partial shade. I've never grown it before, but it kept looking a little puny. We were watering it, but it still was looking bad. Looks much better today. So it's over here. We still have these asparagus growing. Every once in a while I'll find one that's edible and cut it. But they usually get like really huge. So
This one is taller than me.
yes. So what I'm showing you is our perennial garden here. And there's perennials, and then we planted things that are not perennials as well. But I'll show you what we have going on. We have, it's really bright. I'm sorry, I don't know if you, let me do this so I can show you better. Okay. That is comfrey we planted. I'm not sure if it's gonna make it or not, so he gave me some comfrey and we planted it, but I'm not real sure. Hopefully it'll make it. It was like a nice big root. Okay. And then we have the 2 elderberry bushes, and they are blooming, and the elderflowers smell absolutely beautiful. Yeah, baby? We still have our giant rhubarb. It hasn't turned red yet, so we're waiting on it to kind of turn red in there, the stems, and then figure out what we're going to do with it. Probably try to do some strawberry rhubarb jam. Have to get some strawberries that are ripe and ready to go. Right here in this row, we tilt it, you can kind of see that's a row. I see, baby. We planted watermelons. So this row and this row, we put 2 rows. You can see it look like somebody drove through. It's rows. These are all watermelons, about 5 or 6 varieties. I can't remember what they all were. I know we had Stone Mountain. What do we have? Stone Mountain, Sugar Baby. I don't remember. I really have no idea. But anyway. I can't remember right now. I have them all written down. I know where they are, if I've written down, but anyway, we have the flowers Emma put in, her zinnias, and this one is blooming and it's so pretty, and she has several more that are getting ready to start blooming, and they're all pretty in different colors, so they're going to be beautiful. Then over here we had 1 Big Mac's pumpkin seed left, and these pumpkins can get huge. We had a huge one growing in Florida until the chickens attacked it and ate it. I mean, it was enormous. So we're gonna just let that baby go. Then we have a couple more, I think, cushaws, sugar pie, and then the end of the row and this whole row are all cantaloupe, and we have several sprouts. Don't pick it, do not, I see, don't pick it. That's Emma's and yours, don't pick it. Then we have another short row with 5 melons planted. So anyway, we have over here in this corner, it's kind of a wild mess, is the thornless blackberries and raspberries. There's some raspberries right here growing up. They're kind of random all over the place. We actually have some out in the middle too by the elderberries. So they are, the blackberries and are forming berries, so they will be hopefully be ripe in about a month. I'm excited, super excited about that. It's gonna be awesome. So you've seen that. And then over here we have our corn, our sweet corn patch, and it has shot up. We have lots of grass too, but no, chicken, no, go away. Chickens, bad chickens. Chickens keep on wanting to eat my corn. We took the fencing down thinking we'd be good to go, but the chickens keep getting it. And these are the 300 or 286 strawberry plants, 84, I don't know, it was a lot. They're iffy. I think they're gonna make it. I think it was a lot of shock and trauma for them. Being pulled out of the ground, thrown in bags for a couple days, and then replanted in pots. They're still alive. Okay, leave it there, baby. He's getting the sprinkler. We don't need the sprinkler out. Hey, put it down and then bring me my coffee, okay? That's a good job for him. He'll be happy to do that. And hopefully not get into anything. Anyway, so the strawberries are a little bit rough. We're still not gonna give up on any of them. We're just gonna assume they're gonna be all right. And then it's like I have 4 garden spaces. It's like all over the place. But that's okay, because I love growing things and I'm excited about it. Super excited about it. Like, I get ridiculously excited about it. Again, we have our glass gem corn, which is coming up nicely. Here and in that half of the bed, we are still gonna put popcorn in. We haven't done that yet, but I'm not too worried about it because we just didn't want any cross-pollination. Okay, so our okra bed has been taken over with weeds. There's a few okra in there. We had a lot. It's been really dry and we haven't watered over here as much as we should. And so what we're gonna do is come through here and weed, and then we've actually are getting more okra seeds because we had real spotty germination, and we've talked about that. When I was looking at what's germinated and what hasn't, we really have had a problem with all of our seeds that were from last year and previous years. I had all together. Oh, thank you, baby. When we evacuated for the hurricane, I took my seeds with me. That was one of the big things. You can hand it to me. So when we evacuated from the hurricane, I took my seeds, but we were in the camper, which has a lot of moisture in it. And of course, during the daytime or whenever we were busy, we didn't have any air running in the camper or anything, so it got really hot, and then at night it would get really cold. Well, if we weren't in it. If we were in it, it wouldn't. But then a lot of moisture, and our seeds, I think, just between the moisture absorption and the temperature changes over and over, I think it just kind of damaged some of them, because we really had spotty germination, and they were good seeds. I mean, we have all high quality seeds, so I think it was just, and they were working really well before. I see. So I think that our biggest issue with that was just from the hurricane we lost. So I have some from this year. I'm going to sort everything out, and all of our old seeds I'm going to set aside, so I know that they probably won't germinate as well, and next year I'll start all of that in seed cells, so that I won't be wasting space in the garden with seeds that aren't going to germinate. We'll just start them in cells, and if they germinate, great, we'll transplant them. If they don't, then we know that the seeds were dead. So that's what we're going to do with that. Let me set my coffee down. Right here we have another weed bed. We have our squash or zucchini, and I did not write down what was what and what I planted where. And then our neighbors gave us I think 8, and we put them in. There's some, and I actually have more sprouting that I started in cells. I have lots of zucchini sprouting. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put them. We only ended up with a few cucumber coming up, so we're gonna plant more cucumber. I got some more seeds on the way, and more squash here and here. So the cucumber are gonna go up the trellis. Don't pick the blueberries, they're not ready yet. The blueberry bushes are about ready, but not quite. So that's what's going on over here. Down here we have baby dill. I finally saw baby dill. Where is it? Look! I'm so excited. The dill will take off and shoot up, and we'll have, there's one. We will have lots of dill because we're planning on pickling lots of cucumbers and okra and maybe some dilly beans. I'm excited. The other day you saw our video, we put in about 80 potatoes. We have some red ones, and I think it was about 1 row of red and 2 rows of the Kennebec potatoes. Okay, well, don't eat them. They're green. Well, you could eat them, but they're sour. The kids put in 5 more tomatoes. This is the crazy thing. These were all started about the same time. These have been transplanted out in the garden a long time ago, and these have been in cups, and look at the difference just from where they had nowhere to go. The roots couldn't go anywhere. And so we put these in the ground. You could just see the difference. We haven't staked them yet. We need to. There's been some discussion about not staking all of them and letting them do their wild tomato thing. It's the kids' garden. I'm gonna let them do what they want, so if that's what they want to do, we'll see how it goes. There's a couple of peppers here, and Josiah is totally excited because look at that. He has 3 baby great whites, and look how big they are. They're getting big. He's like thinking his are gonna be the first ripe tomatoes ready to eat. Oh, and they have 2 green bean plants. There were a couple more, but I think they accidentally got whacked by the weed eater. But don't tell them that. Then the green beans, again, the green beans super spotty germination, but they were part of our evacuation. So, oh well, yeah, I don't think you would like green blueberries. But my dragon tongue beans, which were brand new seeds, need to be watered really bad. You see they're kind of yellow. They need water. But we watered last night. We need to water again. We have had 0 rain. It was like it poured and poured and poured, never stopped raining, and now it's nothing. Now that we have our garden in. But those came up really well. Obviously something's eating on them, but they're looking pretty good. So we're excited about those, trying those, but they did really well. These beans over here were real spotty germination. And then Kylie planted 10, I think it was 10 acorn squash and none of them came up at all. So we went ahead and ordered her a fresh pack of seeds to go ahead and replant because she was really bummed out. And I don't blame her. It's sad. It's sad to be really excited about something and thinking you're really going to get a lot of production and it didn't even germinate. So we want the kids' gardening experiences to always be, I mean, they're going to learn lessons. It's always going to have trial and error and hard times, but when you have a complete failure crop and zero germination, we don't want them to get discouraged and be sad. We want them to be excited and happy and encouraged. So we're going to do everything we can to encourage them in their growing. And so getting her fresh seeds so she can successfully grow her acorn squash was really important to us. All right, now we're at the tomato garden, tomato garden. It's looking really good. Last night I came through, Derek watered everything while I tied up. You can see I use zip ties. You can watch that video. I tied them up because they were starting to get wild. Some of them aren't because they weren't big enough yet, but probably 3/4 of them were ready to tie up. We have lots of baby tomatoes. I have Romas here, and then down here we have baby San Marzanos. I have been informed that I have baby atomic grape tomatoes, which is seriously exciting. Let me go see if I can find one. Yep, look, it's right there. Oh my goodness. It's like purple. Can you see that? So cool. I am so excited. Oh, look, there's baby blue goldberry cherry tomato. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so happy about baby tomatoes. I am even happier about full-grown, tasty, juicy, delicious tomatoes. But right now, I'm super excited about baby ones because it means they're gonna get big and delicious soon. Our broccoli and stuff is kind of out of control. Just waiting for it to form heads. The peas are all flowering. Oh, we have pea pods. Look. I haven't even been over here to pay much attention. I have neglected the peas, you guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie and tell you that I've been caring for them because I have not. Yay! We got pea pods. The kids' stuff is looking really, really good. Our marigolds are gonna start blooming. They're getting flower buds on them right here. The girls' tomatoes kind of got a little wild. They didn't prune them very well the other day, and they've kind of gotten out of control. I came through and worked on them a little bit. Look, the nasturtiums are really coming in over here. None of the rest of the nasturtiums have done a whole lot. Those have. So the nasturtiums are coming in really great. This bed is a little bit wild. We put melons in. We put the Minnesota midget melons, and we have a few have come up. There's there and there. There's one. There's several down there. But Emma had thrown some flower seeds on the other side, and we weren't sure exactly where all of them were and what was coming up. So we have not really weeded that bed or anything. So we haven't weeded a whole lot of any beds. But that one's a little crazy and out of control. So I have to see how it does. We have our peppers here, basil. These are like my orange Russolini and Paul Robeson tomatoes. So they were a little later getting planted, so they're smaller. Super excited about all of those. They're looking really good. There's actually several varieties of tomatoes. I don't remember what the others were. I don't know. But anyway, they're looking really good. And some of our peppers were starting to get blooms. You see down in there? Yep. So we'll be getting peppers before long. The peppers just, we've struggled with the germination this year, and the plant's just not thriving. So hopefully being in the ground will do really well and come up for us, and we'll just have lots of peppers. Like I said, I only had one poblano pepper. I actually started more, but none of them have sprouted. I had one poblano that sprouted out of my seeds, and there it is. It looked a little bit worse than that when it got in the ground, so it actually is doing a little bit of something. I'm hoping it'll grow because I really wanted some poblanos. And even if I just save seeds from it, you know, mostly. I mean, obviously we'll eat it, but I really just wanted to have some. But everything else, all these peppers over here on the side are looking really good. Those are my banana peppers, which I'm excited about because I love pickled banana peppers. They're so good. And there's tomatoes. Oh, and look over here. My Cherokee purples are getting big. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. More of them over there. There's several over there. I'm just so happy about this. My garden and my tomatoes. I'm really grateful and thankful because 3 years my tomato crops were complete failures in Florida. I just could not grow them to save my life. I mean, at all. Nothing. It was really sad because I love growing tomatoes and they're my favorite. They've always been my favorite. I just couldn't do it and it was a bummer. So this, I went a little overboard this year, but I had to compensate for my 3 years of failed tomato. I'm like, I haven't had a real homegrown tomato in 3 summers. 2016, 17, 18. 3 summers. So really it's 4 summers ago. So that first tomato that I get to eat and bite is just going to be like, oh, because I'm really looking forward to it. And canning all of the stuff. We haven't canned. We canned, we did a little bit of pickling and beans and stuff in Florida, but everything just, we just didn't have very much success there with our garden, so. Oh my, you have your sister's shoes on. It is like 80 degrees out here and you're wearing footed pajamas and your sister's unicorn sneakers. What are you doing, silly girl? Hey, buddy. All right, well, this is the official first garden tour. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna try to make this a weekly thing because everything changes and grows so much in the garden over the course of a week. Oh, we have some exciting things to plant. Have some really special seeds that I got from Deep South Homestead. And I'm gonna be doing a video on that soon. Derek and I will do a video about that when we get them started. And it's just a really cool thing they have going on with that. And you'll learn more about that as it comes up. But I wanted to let you know that we are doing something with that and look forward to that because it's gonna be really cool.